Hey guys, what's up? Lord Meecher again here, your lord of video games, and welcome to another episode of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. In the last episode, we got the true ending for the Arena Ultimax content. Oh boy, but we are going to be continuing right where we left off, and we are going to be seeing what happened with Adachi. So, hope you guys are ready, and let's get started with Adachi's side of the story, disturbing the peace. Let's go.
My molars slowly crush the hard lump of fiber, and at my elbows at my first taste of lotus root in a long while.
Ugh, gross.
I scrape in some barely filled rice, as if to wash down the lotus root. Today's dinner consists of chikuzeni, full of vegetables. I also get some miso soup that's one step away from water, cucumber, tsukemono, and even an orange slice or two for dessert. Ugh. I want some sea urchin or eel. Yakiniku sounds good too, or maybe some beef tongue, served rare, covered in green onion and marinated with a little lemon juice. While I fantasize about this, grab another lotus root out of the bento pack with my chopsticks. I peer through the holes in the lotus root and my eyes meet those of the guard staring at me through the observation window.
Hurry up and eat!
Yeah, sorry.
I've been in jail for about 5 months now. I've been held out of a prefectural police HQ neighboring Inaba City as a suspect in the serial murders that took place in Yaso Inaba. 2 murders, abandoning a corpse, plus a few other charges. Normally, I'd be immediately prosecuted and transferred to prison, but the police are having trouble with the supernatural causes of death being thrown into the television. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't want to be assigned to be a pain in the ass case like this. Be assigned to a pain in the ass case like this. Well, maybe it's not for me to say, being an ex-cop and all. After meal drowsiness hits me soon after, so I lay down on the tatami mat. There's nothing to do in this empty cell, and just as I'm about to pass from consciousness into that beckoning slumber.
Number 82, Interrogation!
Ah, great. The voice of the guard outside pulls me back to reality. Number 82, that's me. Interrogation this late in the day? Give me a break. Seems like the fans and dorks are back. Hey guys, feel your presence here. Why are you guys peering into me? Miss me that much? I sigh in a way that the guard wouldn't see and slowly get up. Alright, time to get this true. But you guys are really enjoying this. Alright, laugh it in, soak it in. The detective in charge leads me away, leaving my cell behind. It's been a while since I was last called to the interrogation room. That stuffiness really seems to stress the spitefulness of this room. That alone is enough to get me down. When I first got here, even the whole truth. As it was over, I didn't plan to hide anything. It'd be a pain if things got complicated. And obviously, proving that you can kill people with magic isn't the kind of thing that can be demonstrated to an audience that isn't willing to listen. After going through some serious psych evaluations and all that crap, the interrogators weren't able to make any progress, so my jail life continues.
Here's some more things. Check them.
Today they want me to go over some evidence. Plop my ass down on the uncomfortable stool. The young detective lines up several objects on the table.
These are the 3 pieces of evidence.
This is a replica gun that's been modified to fire real bullets. Oh yeah, that was in my closet. I bought this when I first joined the police force. I was frustrated when I didn't get a gun right off the bat. And this digital audio player. Won at the New Year's bingo game and then tossed it somewhere. Forgot about it. Where the hell did I find it? And that is a large flat screen TV. Big enough to easily shove someone through. But I've never seen this TV before. In other words, it's irrelevant to this investigation. Already done evident that there's no new evidence to find. Got nothing more to hide, and I've told them so. And yet, they still manage to dig up more junk. I don't even realize that they're wasting their time. Pretty sure the detective prince over here, well, no one claiming to be the detective prince or the new generation of him, can figure out this. It's just they're trying to find something that there isn't.
None of them are related to the case. I mean, I've said this many times before, but I've already told you everything.
Shut up! No back talk. Just check them all.
Detective pounds the table with his fist while in an attempt to intimidate me. You're as scary as a sheep can be. What a losers. The game's been over. What good would it be? Would it do me to lie now? The reason you can't assemble a case against me because you're idiots. I mean, the fan thieves were onto me faster than these losers. I have to sit here and waste my energy dealing with you morons. Why don't you use your head a little? Make a show pretending to look at the so-called evidence again, and the detective lights a cigarette.
Seriously, between Adachi and Dojima, is anyone at Inaba PD not a dumbass?
Dojima-san.
Ryotaro Dojima. You know him real well. Rumor has it his position at the station's shaky because of you. A real cop wouldn't have the balls to show his face at the station if one of his men got sent up for murder.
Detective with a cigarette blows some smoke in my face. That kind of treatment every day. At least one of the less severe acts of hostility I have to endure. Since I'm an ex-cop, the police are merciless and they interrogate me. I've been restrained from morning till night. I start to doze off. I get some water in the face. The verbal abuse is constant. I say something, I get yelled at. I stay quiet, I get yelled at. It really impresses me how much energy they have. They're probably pissed at how long this case is taking them, but they can't blame me for their incompetence. Seeing that I don't so much as move an eyebrow, the detective lights a second cigarette and laughs mockingly.
You know, I felt sorry for him. So out of kindness, I told him during the investigation. I said, I'll make sure to dispose of your no-good man, so don't worry about that. And what does that bastard do? He suddenly grabs me by the collar. I almost ended up having to submit a written apology.
That's what you get for messing around with Dojima-san.
Talk about a blunder.
It ain't nothing to laugh about. What do you think he said, huh? He can settle matters for himself without me asking you to do it. What a bunch of shit to say about a killer.
Hearing that, I smile knowingly. Dojima-san's being a pain in the ass like he always is. I'm no longer his subordinate, just a complete stranger. He should cut off any ties to me, but instead he has to go and say that. Besides, isn't it backwards for a detective to be believing in a criminal? This cop's right. Seriously, he makes me laugh.
I'm done dealing with Hicks. Oh, I guess once you've been a police dick in the sticks that long, your morale's shot. I wouldn't be surprised if Dojima snuffed a few himself. That must be where his men learned it.
I beg your pardon? This cop's really starting to piss me off. You can talk shit about me all you want, but don't you bring Dojima-san into this.
That's a funny joke. Although, aren't you the one with the quick fist? I heard rumors about you when I was on active duty. You punched a suspect in the face during an investigation. Got found out and covered it up, right? What a hero!
Detective face gets redder and redder. Even though I sound frivolous, my heart is cold.
And since then, you've made sure to only punch him in the gut, right? You sure know what you're doing, aiming to work at the Metropolitan PD.
You little... I ain't taking that kind of lip from a goddamn killer.
The chair's kicked out from under me, and I slam to the ground. Detective grabs me by the hair roughly and pulls my head up. Seeing the detective's face contorted with anger and humiliation, it's just hilarious.
If you don't want a good thrashing, then you better spill everything, you bastard.
Sir, you really shouldn't go any further.
The detective, who was quietly taking notes, suddenly steps forward, looking panicked. There's no force behind his actions, though. He's got no control in this situation.
Shut up! You don't get anything out of scumbags like him without getting your hands dirty. Watch and learn.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. He punches me in the gut. He avoided my solar plexus. He must be used to hitting people. Shook back my stomach acid and scoff.
That wasn't nice. Isn't this against the Criminal Procedure Code?
Ah!
Criminal Procedure Code, Article 319. Forced confessions gained through torture and intimidation are inadmissible as evidence. Anything I tell you is invalid if you get your hands dirty. Didn't they teach you the basics in Police Academy?
I can tell you're an idiot.
Oh, but I get it. You're stuck in the boonies like this because you can't even get the Criminal Procedure Code straight.
You little...
Detective's eyes open wide. Looked like I hit a nerve. He's probably gonna hit me again. Now I see why those flashbacks of Joker were like this. You have to go through worse shit than this. Can't believe it. Cops really are the worst. People like him is the ones that put that poor kid into this situation. Oh well. I guess that's what he gets for sticking his nose in people's business. Braced myself for it, but contrary to my anticipation, I'm not struck by a fist. Did I feel the cold steel, the barrel of a gun, pressed against my temple?
You must be Toru Adachi. I wish to speak with you.
The atmosphere in this room suddenly becomes tense. I feel a chill run down my spine. He's not the same detective I was talking to. He's someone else. I don't have any proof, but that's what my gut is telling me.
I'm sorry, but I must ask you to come with me. Enter the TV here. And to be clear, this is less a request than an order.
Whoa, what are you doing? There'll be hell to pay for pointing your gun at a detainee. You really need to calm...
Ah, yes. I'd forgotten we weren't alone. Get out of here.
Huh? What are you saying?
I said get out. I don't wish to make matters worse. And you don't wish to die, do you?
The detective slowly raises his arm and points the gun towards the corner in the ceiling. He fires at the lens of the security camera in the room, shatters to pieces, accompanied by an ear-splitting sound of gunfire. The detective quivers and bolts from the interrogation room. Well, you made the right move. There's no point in making a show of justice if it's gonna get you killed.
Ah, now you've done it. So, who are you?
You'll find out when we meet. Enter the TV. You should still be able to do that.
Without changing expression, he pushes the gun into my back. I try to resist. He'll pull the trigger without hesitation. I feel the danger in the air. Disobeying him would not be a wise plan right now. I walk toward the TV that had been brought in as evidence. Before I can even start to struggle, I'm thrown into the television with unbelievable strength. I feel a strange floating sensation as if gravity has lost its hold on me entirely.
Just like old times.
Yeah, I know this feeling. I know what's waiting for me at the bottom. What now? I sigh slightly as I fall head first. I was thrown out into a school classroom enveloped in an uncanny atmosphere. There are chairs and desks lined up, textbooks on the shelf, blackboard, all that good stuff. But the walls are plastered with posters and barricade tape labeled P1 Grand Prix. Seriously, who made these things? I look at the blackboard, puzzled, and read the words Yasogami High School Monthly Events written upon it.
When I exited the TV, I found myself in a classroom.
I start monologuing to myself. Yaso High is where those wannabe detectives went. Of course, this isn't the real school. I get the feeling that they'll be showing up any moment now. Well, that doesn't matter. thing I need to worry about is that whoever called me here is somewhere in this school too.
Seriously, I can't believe I'm called in here all of a sudden. I'm not even a cop anymore. Honestly, I'd rather be in prison.
Well, that said, even if I do, it'd all be back to square one. That would be very annoying. Fine, I'll play along, then. I was getting tired of dealing with those idiot cops anyway.
Well, I guess I'll go. I didn't think anything like this would ever happen again. Isn't there something wrong with this world? Who knows what'll happen next?
I guess I'll start investigating from the top. Scratch my head and start making it for the door by the classroom. I'm sure I'll find some evidence if I start walking around. Wait a sec. That's something Dojima-san used to say all the time.
Oh man, I've picked up the habit without realizing it. Look what you've done to me, Dojima-san.
Give me a break, Dojima-san. Rub my eyes as I leave the dark classroom.
Oh, we're gonna be to be continued that quick? I can go for a little bit longer. Intentions. All right, let's see intentions. Let's go.
The school is a terrifyingly quiet world. After leaving the classroom, I take a stroll around the school. The empty school building is blurred in a dim light, making it all the creepier. And for some reason, it's become a complicated maze, as if the entire school had become a giant trap.
Man, whoever made this must be pretty twisted. Then again, who am I to talk?
Yeah. Glance around and notice the walls and ceilings were bored through as if something crashed into them. Saw plenty of similar signs of damage on the way here. I neither know nor care what happened. The violent scratches here tell a story of what happened. At any rate, this is definitely not a peaceful place.
I'm starting to get sleepy.
Yeah. Damn. Making the real life person actually yawn too. Yes, I'm breaking the fourth wall. What of it? I'm out of shape and my back is hurting. Let's get this over with and go back. I rub my tired eyes and climb up the nearest set of stairs.
Oh, what's behind door number 1?
There's just a single door at the end of this path. Normally, this would be the way to the roof, but there's no telling where it goes in this crazy world. In any case, I guess I better take a look. Doesn't appear to be locked. Slowly open the door and a warm, moist wind blows in.
What in the world is this?
Oh, snap.
Scene before me is bizarre. A bunch of crosses are stuck into the ground with an eerily giant moon in the background. Close by, I see a moonlight bridge, the moonlight bridge bent like a spoon. I definitely recognize it, because I saw it more times than I would have liked to while I was in the city. Still,
Talk about some disturbing taste in decor.
the place feels like a set from a B-movie. Feels like zombies are going to attack me out of nowhere. Well, if I'm in the TV world, then there are shadows here. At least they don't look all that different. Take a look around the area. While I'm thinking that, there's a presence right behind me. I instantly realized that someone snuck up on me. You gotta be kidding me. Maybe crooked, but I was still a cop. I was paying attention to my surroundings, and somebody still got the drop on me. Carefully turn around and see a young man standing there.
Welcome to his world. You must be Toru Adachi.
The young man spreads his arms in a welcoming gesture. He has impressively red hair and a sharp yet cold stare. He carries 2 odd-looking katanas and bears an X-shaped scar across his face. But above all, this extraordinary pressure he's giving off is the same feeling as what I felt in the interrogation room. He's the one who called me here, no doubt about it. Chills run down my spine in the face of this murderous intent. I keep a straight face and speak like I always do to hide my fear.
Are you the one that called me out? Seriously, I'd rather not.
I'll tell you who I am to thank you. I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki.
The young man grins after he says that. I noticed that he has a Yasuhai uniform tied around his waist. Does that make him a student there? Seems rather composed to be one. The detective wannabe brats acted more their age.
Huh? And what does this Minazuki-kun want with me? If you don't have any business in particular, I'd really like to head back.
Whether or not I explain myself to you will be decided right now.
Oh.
In the blink of an eye, his katana is pointed at my throat. Hey man, what gives? He's the one who wanted me here. Isn't this a bit of a mean greeting? I'm feeling frustrated with this. Minazuki tosses a gun towards me. His grip. The same revolver as the one I kept when I was a detective.
It's your gun. Pick it up. You're a skilled marksman, no?
Minazuki raises his katanas. Punk wants to test my strength. Fine. Pluck my tongue and pick up the revolver on the ground. Pisses me off that I have to listen to this brat. I have a feeling things will be a bigger pain if I refuse to fight. I take the comfort of the familiar grip in my hand and turn to Minazuki.
Are you sure you want to give me this? I'm the suspect in a murder case, you know.
That's fine. Come at me, as if you wish to kill me.
Oh, if you really want.
Oh, someone's confident. Okay, don't mind if I do.
Ooh, here we go.
Alright, fan of dreams. Sit back and watch how pro does it.
Finally! Fight!
You piss me off. I felt that one. I felt that one. I felt that one. You won't hit me. You won't hit me. How about this? What is that? How's this? How about this?
What a one-sided battle! How's this?
You're an ice.
Damn it! An awakening! Will this turn the tables?
Alright, let me see. Alright.
Yeah, you felt that one.
You won't escape.
I felt that one. It really is stupid, you know?
Oh, I missed that.
How about this? How about my face?
Now, will they go for the kill?
Have fun with this.
Both sides barely have any
What is that? How about my face?
This is turning into
Yikes.
a
Have
very
fun with
one-sided battle.
How about this?
There we go.
The slim difference was a deciding factor.
I wanted to see the one shot. Played around a little too much.
I feel uplifted for the first time in a while. Minazuki's power is something. Definitely wasn't the standard keep it clean style of fighting. Sure, I beat him, but he probably wasn't taking me seriously. In fact, Minazuki's pretty nonchalant while he looks at me, but he seems satisfied.
You're quite skilled. I find your defeat incomprehensible.
What's that supposed to mean?
Look who's talking. You look like you've got lots more energy to spare, too.
Indeed, I was only testing you. I wanted to see if you would be of any use. I'm going to create his world. For that, I require your assistance.
His world? Ah, now I'm a little interested. Tell me more.
Come think of it, he said his before too. And he's got another ally? Just in case, I sneak my revolver behind my back and reload the cylinders.
This is what that boy wishes for. I intend on destroying this world. The world is filled with deception. Those within it prattle about friendship and bonds, yet they trample over others in the dark without a care. There is no value in such a world. What must be done is to eliminate everything within it.
That's got my interest. Truth to tell, you're probably right. This world's all about useless, shallow, so-called friendships. And yeah, I think it's irritating too. I mean, hey, I gave destroying everything a shot once too.
That's only half true. Bonds, friendship, helping one another. There are a lot of people who flaunt all this nice-sounding talk, but the same people who won't hesitate to stab people in the back the moment they feel attacked or get hurt. In the end, it's just that humans have to rely on each other in order to live. But far too many dumbasses misunderstand that and try to make it way more meaningful than it really is. That's when I really understand where this guy's coming from. It'd be nice if you could erase this shitty world like a magic trick. At least, that's what I used to think.
You gained a power beyond humans. Do you remember that time?
Power beyond humans? Huh. You mean that thing? What do you want with it?
I intend to summon that power, but it needs to be tamed.
Minazuki's eyes waver like red flames. I see. Looks like he's been given power just like me.
For that, I require your assistance. You will cooperate with me. You have no choice in this.
Minazuki points his katana at me again. For my power, I didn't have much control. I was taken over by some mysterious force and had no memory of it. He poked around my personal profile, but he's missing the most important part. Guess he's just some brat after all. Can't even do his research.
Come on, you're not giving me a say here. And about this taming thing, that's all up to you. What does it have to do with me? Eh, if you want my help, I guess I'll cooperate with you as best I can.
As best as you can. Very well. You have another role as well.
And that is?
What? There's more?
Persona users. I will gather them and make them fight. You will also participate in this.
That really sounds like a pain in the ass.
Huh? That sounds like a real pain. I mean, why are you making them fight?
To be honest, I really don't want to get involved in this, but the right choice is to act like I'm interested and get as much information out of this kid as possible. Depending on how things go, this guy might become a hindrance to me. I'll decide how to make my move once I've heard what he has to say. Oh? After I make an interested face, he surprisingly tells me the full outline of his plan. He's gonna gather shadows until he has a giant collection of them, like a pile of sculpting clay. Seeing that as a vessel, he plans to summon what he called power beyond the bounds of man to inhabit it. In order to pacify such a powerful being, he apparently needs persona fragments that are created when personas use their powers on one another. He thought up an idea creating a one-on-one tournament between persona users, calling it the P1 Climax. Plus, he's made the exact duplicates of people's shadows in order to force them into fighting one another. I have to admit, he made an effort. In addition, he's already taken some persona users belonging to an organization called the Shadow Operatives hostage. He's definitely planned for this, but I don't really get the point of crucifying his captors on those tacky crosses. Anyway, blah blah blah. I've been called in to help him collect the fragments and get a hold of the power but within the giant shadow. That sounds pretty stupid really, but Minazuki is deadly serious. He really intends to go through with this. How did he manage to come up with a plan that's such a convoluted pain in the ass? Maybe it's just because I haven't been around for a while, but I'm actually impressed at how ridiculous this scheme of his is.
I'll add the persona users of this town to the fight as well. You understand, no? They were the opposition who shattered your previous ambitions. Have your revenge on them if you wish. Even if you do nothing, I will not complain.
Revenge, huh?
We will prepare the stage for you. You're free to destroy them if you so choose. The clashing of competing powers will give off persona fragments. This will advance our plans.
And if I refuse?
Then the murders which occur on foggy days will begin again.
I see. Well, can't let that happen.
Never had a choice from the start, huh? Well, I didn't expect to just go home without having to do some kind of work. And after hearing his plan, I can't just sit here. I was thinking about what to do when I suddenly felt the ground shake bit beneath us.
It's time. Here it comes.
Minazuki looks up to the sky and stares off into the distance. Suddenly,
What the huh?
shaking grows so intense that I barely stand, and the roof soars up into the sky. I fall to my knees and brace my hands on the ground, lost for words as I stare upwards. The sky has turned red, akin staining a piece of paper or an infection spreading across healthy flesh.
Oh man, isn't this a little over the top?
Shaking finally stops, so I run to the edge of the roof, look down at the world from here, and gulp involuntarily. The town's covered in an eerie red mist. The sky, the moon, even the air itself is covered in red. The same colors Minazuki's eyes, as to show me that everything is at his mercy.
Hey, is this?
What the hell? Damn! This is totally out there. My world is awesome. Dude, you're Adachi, right? Did you see that just now? Did you? The world's all red. Well, better red than dead. Just kidding.
What the hell is going on? The young man who had been cool and calm just a moment ago is now jumping around like a little kid. Innocent brat playing with a new toy.
Whoa, hold on. What's with the wild mood swing?
What are you all surprised for? Oh, you were talking to him, huh? That kind of puts a damper on things.
Him? Just in case, I take a look around, but we're the only ones here. Red-headed boy laughs merrily as I cock my head in confusion.
Well, that's fine. I'm Sho Minazuki. Welcome to my world, as I like to call it. I've heard about you. You hate this world too, right? Good for you, cause it's all going away.
Huh. So, you're different from Minazuki-kun.
Ugh, you're still on this? Minazuki is him. I'm Sho. It's too much of a pain to explain it anymore. Just kidding.
Oh, God. First I had to listen to shitty puns at these wannabe detectives, and now I have to listen to these shitty puns. Oh, great. Like the bear puns weren't enough. Maybe he just doesn't care to keep talking, but Sho ends the conversation. Does he have a split personalities? I met somebody who does before, but fairly common to hear about it when you talk with cops about psych classes. Still, something doesn't seem right. Feels something different. Some threatening madness from him. Well, that doesn't matter right now. Just slump my shoulders, fed up with the fact that now I have even more trouble to deal with.
But that aside, are you really any good to me? If you're totally weak after saying you'll help out, I don't need your bullshit. And if you really are like that, I'll seriously kill you.
Whoa there.
I don't think I ever gave a clear yes or no yet. This is all so sudden, you know?
Huh? Are you an idiot? Cooperating lets you live. Refusing gets you killed. Get it? What moron would say no to that?
Those are some pretty extreme choices.
Enough going on in circles. I wouldn't mind destroying you, but he's telling me not to.
That means you're game to do this. You seem like you enjoy things that get bloody.
What's wrong with that? It goes gushing out like psh, right?
Man, and I thought I was sick in the head. Sho answers without any hesitation. The type that has no self-awareness is the very worst. But the kid should be more careful. No matter how strong you are, and if you think you've got control over a great power, you let your guard down, you're gonna get your feet swept right out from under you.
Yeah, sure, I'll participate. I was getting bored, so this would probably be a good way to kill time. But I'll do this my way. I have my own rules, you know?
That's right. I have my own set of rules. I don't get two shits about this perfect world or his power. This crap about getting revenge on the kids from Inaba, or the fighting between Persona users. Doesn't matter to me either. They can do whatever they want. things are different if they're going to start interfering with me. I don't want anyone getting in the way of my rules, no matter what.
Huh? Well, do what you want. I don't care if it's rules or roulettes, but if you try anything funny, I'll cash you out like that. I'll mount you up nice on the wall next to the investigation team. A dodgy-looking Adachi. Just kidding.
He laughs at his own lame joke, and his eyes suddenly glow red. He turns his piercing gaze on me.
But I'll be watching you, so you better not slack off. Got it?
Right.
I've got somewhere to be, so do what you want from here. See ya.
Sho raises an arm as he gallantly leaves the roof. I consider attacking him from behind for a moment, but that's probably not a wise move, considering that I don't know what his power is. Only idiots rush things.
Now then, how do I go about this?
Turn my revolver on my finger out of habit and look up into that red sky. Crimson shroud filling my line of sight. That brings back memories of being inside the TV last year. First time I found myself inside the television. Days of being run ragged, running around with Dojima-san, fighting the kids inside the TV world. I thought I'd forget all about that, but I guess not. Well, fan thieves are now keeping me company. Don't you guys have something better to do, like helping out the wannabe detectives out? Not very pretty memories, but it'd be a lie to say that those experiences make me the man I am today. I'm hit by a fierce wave of nostalgia and close my eyes. The lump of steel in my hand seems extremely heavy.
To be continued? Yep, to be continued. Oh. The plan. We're already 32% done. Wow. This is gonna go quicker than I thought. I mean, it's not that long, you know? Just a few things. Alright, but with that, we are gonna leave things here. I'm gonna leave this episode here. This is actually pretty fun. Seeing how Adachi got roped into this whole mess, because I was even wondering, I'm like, why is Adachi helping him and then betraying him? Like, what even happened? What got Adachi into this whole thing? Now we're starting to see a clearer picture. But leaving this episode here. Hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and share. That always helps out against that pesky YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to join the Moonlight Army today. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. If you guys want to stalk me on my social medias, the links will be in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So, take care, guys. Bye-bye.